Alright, so this will be round 3 of today's monotype tournament. Both our players today are 2-0. This will be third of 5 rounds, so whoever wins this probably has a good shot at making a top cut. It will be mono normal, piloted by Ying up against Jing Yang's, well, mono something. It's not normal, that's for sure. So both players still setting up. Okay, got the pairing up. So it will be Kiat on the left and Jing Yang on the right. So it's mono normal up against mono psychic. So he does have the Zoroark to give his opponent something to think about in team preview. And of course the Kiat is on the left. And without fake out on Kiat's side, I mean, even if you fake out, you can't deny the Orang Guru, the Trick Room. But no, there's no fake out on the team to begin with. So I don't think there's an easy way to set up to block the Trick Room, but again, both players have to ask themselves who benefits more from Trick Room. Both teams clearly are Trick Room focused, with the Bronzong, Hatterene, Cresselia, Indeedee. Actually, well, for a Mono Psychic team, unsurprisingly, every single thing on Jing Yang's team could, in fact, learn Trick Room. But I mean, well, Kiat does have access to the open team sheet, so he will know who has Trick Room. So he'll have to... The question really is, who benefits more from Trick Room? Because Jing Yang's team is clearly a Trick Room focused team, whereas Kiat has the Trick Room mode with the Ursaluna, but he has the fast mode with Staraptor and Mousehole. And with no real normal resist other than the Bronzong, Mousehole Population Bomb could honestly run through a lot of Jing Yang's team. So even if you redirect it, it's still going to take a knockout. And there's a 90% chance for all 10 hits to connect on the Population Bomb with the White Lens. That's pretty dangerous for Jing Yang's team, with only Bronzong able to take that one hit. So it's going to be the Bronzong, yeah, as expected. The Bronzong and Cresselia lead, so honestly a double Trick Room technically, but well, you only really want to press on one of them. So Kiat opting for the fast mode with the Staraptor, Scarfed, and the Mousehole. So one thing Staraptor can do on turn 1 immediately is he can just Final Gambit to get rid of the Bronzong. And as pointed out, it is the one normal resist on Jing Yang's team. So if he can connect that Final Gambit into the Bronzong, Population Bomb is probably going to hit unresisted into everything on Jing Yang's team. And he's going to need to get Trick Room up. But he predicts that Kiat could double into the one he expects to be pressing Trick Room. But if both do carry Trick Room, it's going to be tough for him to guess which. Since you really don't want to be wasting time on things like redirection against the double support lead from Jing Yang. So the offense is momentum clearly with Kiat. It's a question of how far he can push on turn 1. Just go for the Final Gambit. It's not going to kill Cresselia though. Cresselia has more HP than Staraptor. So he's going to need to double up to get rid of that KO. And if he does and Ronald Trick Rooms, then he's still in a pretty annoying position. Because he goes for Taunt into the Bronzong. So presumably no mental hurt if he's going for the Taunt. As Cresselia goes for Trick Room. And oh, he went for double Trick Room. Oh wow, well done. So if Kiat hadn't taunted, the Trick Room would have been reversed by Jing Yang. So Jing Yang recognizing the potential of the Final Gambit into Bronzong and the Taunt to deny one Trick Roomer, goes for the double Trick Room and successfully gets it off thanks to the Taunt. But here comes the one Trick Room abuser on Kiat's team, however, which is the Ursaluna. Likely Jing Yang has something slower at the back, but it's not going to be easy for him to get it in. So at this point, the Ursaluna is just going to target the one that's not likely to get KO'd this turn to get as much damage on the board. We do see a Terra. I do think this is the Ursaluna. Yep, so Terra Normal. Yes, so Terra Normal going to boost the power of Ursaluna's Blood Moon and Hyper Voice. Might just KO the Bronzong straight up. Okay, Helping Hand into the Bronzong. Bronzong really underspeeding the Luna. But yeah, Mouse will follow me whatever Bronzong throws out this turn. Like it's Gyro Ball. Oh, just the body press. Ooh, that's not even a KO on Mouse Hole. As Hyper Voice comes out, we'll KO the Cresselia. We'll give Jing a free switch into whatever is at the back, and that barely did anything to the Bronzong. So I take that back. Blood Moon would not have done a lot to the Bronzong either. So Throat Spray will boost special attack now, so every attack in subsequent turns will be stronger. But we've already seen that Bronzong is underspeeding Ursaluna and can land that body press into, well, it's a mono normal team. And the one normal type, suppose they're still in DD. Otherwise, body press is looking pretty dangerous into the Ursaluna. Actually, everything other than the Ursaluna and the Balso are neutral to body press at least. In comes Galate. Galate is faster base speed wise than Ursaluna. So Galate probably not going to be able to act before the Ursaluna this turn. I mean, it comes down to, does the Bronzong carry Hypnosis, I wonder. But even if he does, the problem here is that Inky has a pretty free follow me Hyper Voice. I suppose Hyper Voice shouldn't KO the Galate. Galate has decent special defense. And if you Blood Moon, then you run the risk of the Galate protecting. But no protects coming out from Xingyang. Follow me from Mousehole. We'll see body press come out first probably. And we'll KO the Mousehole. Unfortunately for Xingyang, couldn't get the KO last turn, so forced that body press again into the Mousehole, which gives Ursaluna one free turn to act. With a +1 special attack, Hyper Voice. This doesn't kill Galate, surely? Okay, Galate survives, and we'll get off a Sharpness boosted attack. Ooh, critical hit on the Bronzong. Sacred Sword. With the Sharpness boost, that's a KO. Any item on the Galate? Or maybe it's Assault Vest, which is why I took the Hyper Voice comfortably. Yeah, no boosting, no Life Orb at least, so maybe it is the Assault Vest Galate. You see leftovers on Bronzong. Healing up the critical hit. Hyper Voice. Ranguru hits the field, but with still several more turns of Trick Room to go, and the Galate just able to throw attacks into the Oranguru. This is likely going to be a win for Xingyang. Successfully getting Trick Room up by gambling on the double Trick Room and getting the turn he needed, with either the Gambit KOing the Bronzong or the Taunt stopping the Cresselia. As Bronzong just goes for iron defense now that the Taunt has ended, to make itself an even more dangerous offensive threat. Sacred Sword into the Oranguru. Neutral attack, which should be pointed out. Does so much damage. Galate KO'd by the Psychic. But Bronzong should be able to close this out with the body press. And as it recovers every turn from the leftovers. At this point, even a body press without a boost will get the KO after that Sacred Sword. And in fact, he has one more. And it's the Hatterene. So very much sealed up here. With even if upstream expires, Oranguru itself can't do enough damage to the Hatterene, which is of course part Psychic. Pretty convincing win after the Trick Room went up for Xingyang, but he had to take a gamble on turn 1. If the Gambit had gone into Bronzong and the Taunt had gone to Cresselia, then there would be no Trick Room. But I guess if you're making that play, then you have to assume that the Crest is Mental Herb. Right? Otherwise, it's very easy. It's a very safe play to Gambit and Taunt at the same turn. So, but then again, so the question Inky has asked himself is the best way to reverse Trick Room to actually reverse Trick Room with his own Oranguru? Because we can't deny it from being set up, then he might need to just reverse it proactively with his Oranguru. And is the damage from Final Gambit really worth it is the other question. So he's just throwing away one of Pokemon to do what, 80% to Cresselia, and Cresselia's not really the integral part of the team to begin with. I mean, maybe he thought it would kill, but Cresselia has too much HP for that. I believe it's 15 more base points of HP over Staraptor. So that was not going to do the trick. Maybe he needs to go on the offensive Mousehole. But I don't think Mousehole can get a kill on Cresselia on its own. It really comes down to what Cresselia's item is. The way Inky played at turn 1 makes me think it is Mental Club. Maybe Inkiat's answer is to get in offense quickly, rather than try and bring out something like the Star Raptor to reverse, to try and deny the Trick Room, since you can't really deny the Trick Room if that this is how Jing Yang's going to play the turn. I mean, you could just do nothing apparently, and Jing Yang would have reversed his own Trick Room. But well, time will tell. Here comes Indeedee, so switching it up. Jing Yang going for the side spam lead of the Indeedee Armor Rouge. Gonna set up the terrain, but Inkiat does lead with the Star Raptor again, but brings in the Ursaluna, so some pressure on the Armor Rouge from turn 1. Indeedee activates its Psychic Seed, so gonna take quite a bit less from the Ursaluna's special attacks. Is this worth a Gambit is the question. Because again, if it's double Trick Room coming, you really don't want to be killing something. It's a nasty plot as well, but as we saw, the Ursaluna is getting undersped by quite a few things on Jing Yang's team. But again, with the boost, he will be able to get over the Gallade, which we saw survive the Hyper Voice in game 1 at +1. So we're gonna see a Terra turn 1. Is this the Indeedee? Fairy? No, it's gonna be the Armor Rouge. Into the grass. Ooh, against a Wake to Brave Bird, but again, you probably don't expect you're gonna lock into Brave Bird against this lead. As Indeedee goes for Follow Me. Looks like a very safe Follow Me Trick Room play then for Jing Yang. As Star Raptor goes for the Gambit. This should be a KO. Indeedee's HP is lower than Star Raptor's, yes. Gives the Ursaluna free to act. Does Armor Rouge go first? No, there's not a gonna move. But no, okay, Shadow Ball is just no longer super effective on. Oh my goodness. Would have been a KO without the Terra. As the Armor Rouge sets up a Trick Room. But now I believe Ursaluna will still be slower than the Armor Rouge under Trick Room. So Armor Rouge is not in a great position. He had to Terra just to get Trick Room up, and yeah, now the Gallade is in, but sure, but well, it's not really much of a bluff when you already he really knows that Ursaluna was already on the field. So fun gimmick, throwing out the Zoroark, but his opponent has already seen Ursaluna go for the Shadow Ball. He's already seen the Ursaluna in quotation marks go for the Shadow Ball. So his opponent should be able to know at this point that the first one that came out on turn 1 was the Zoroark. In fact, he probably knew that if he went for the Terra. So pretty well played from Jing Yang. But now he has to navigate this really tough position of the Ursaluna under Trick Room against two things that are probably faster than it and will be undersped under Trick Room. Okay, it's going to be the Terra from Inkiat. It is the Terra normal, so that is the actual Ursaluna going for the Terra. The Rock doesn't really gain much from the normal Terra. As yeah, Armor Rouge goes for Protect, so it does carry Protect. As Gallade, Gallade gonna eat the Blood Moon, and we saw from game 1 that +1 Hyper Voice did a lot to the Gallade. Yeah, and Gallade just taken out by the Blood Moon even without a boost. Terra normal Blood Moon too strong for what may have been a Assault Vest Gallade. Shadow Ball into the Armor Rouge, but yeah, calling the 50-50, and Inkiat gets the 50-50 right. Loses what was his best offensive attacker in game 1. So this will be Hatterene, yeah. Hatterene will be the fastest thing on the field, but against the full HP Ursaluna, which you can't really hit super effectively now that it is. I mean, you probably couldn't hit the ground type effectively either, but now Hyper Voice might just clear the field, and Hyper Voice will be going before the Armor Rouge. He really needs this to KO, I think. I don't think he will be able to get it. Oh my goodness, he did. Well, have I been looking down on it? Have I not been giving Hatterene enough credit? That is Life Orb, but my goodness. Life Orb Psychic with no Terra. Expanding Force into the Zoroark. That's going to be neutral. Going to bring it with the Sash. Break the illusion as well. And Shadow Ball into the Hatterene. Should be super effective. Should be a KO, I think. Yep. So I think one more turn of Trick Room. With both players having... I mean, Jing and Lang to his last mon, but Inkiat still has the Orang Guru. And I think Orang Guru's Psychic alone could close this out in the terrain. I mean, can Zoroark protect is the question. Because if you can, I think there's a very safe protect reverse trick room play. And there's not much that Jing can do other than call it and trick room as well, but there's no way you can call that play, right? Yeah. So it goes for the Heat Wave. It's not going to kill the Oranguru, but the trick room will be reversed and the Zoroark will be able to kill the Armor Rouge next turn. Oh, and Oranguru dodged anyway. Yeah. I don't think Jing expected the Dark Moon to one-shot the Galate without the Cold Spray boost. So, well, Jing going away from the double support lead, hoping to bring one attacking Trick Room user, but didn't really pay off because the problem for Armor Rouge is that it is faster than Ursaluna naturally. So I mean, you get the Trick Room up and your team needs to get Trick Room up, but then Ursaluna can kind of run you over. And you've really burned your Terra just to get the Trick Room up in the first place. So I think the adjustment to Zoroark probably helped in Kiat, putting on the damage early onto the Armor Rouge, forcing it into a very tough Terra, and subsequently quite useless. And by the time the Hadron came in, it was too late. He needs Hadron in at the same time as the Ursaluna Blood Moon, but he can't really control that unless he leads the Hadron because of the threat of Final Gambit. And the Final Gambit means that unless Jing protects, Kiat will get a free switch to the Ursaluna when Trick Room goes out on turn 1. And because the thing about Zoroark is that you really want to be following the Shadow Ball into the Indeedee, which is immune to the Shadow Ball, but the Scarf on Scrapter means the starter will always be going first, will always be getting the Gambit off into Indeedee, which means the Shadow Ball will always go into your Trick Roomer if that's the play you're going for. He doesn't really have a good answer to the turn 1 Zoroark pressure. Because, I mean, you are a mono-psychic team, so there's only so much you can do against Shadow Ball. Okay, going into game 3, we'll see what adjustments both players decide to go for. I mean, the game plan is simple for Jing. He needs to get Trick Room up, he needs to get rid of Ursaluna under Trick Room before it does too much damage to his team. So far, in game 1, he managed to do that quite convincingly by forcing the Trick Room on turn 1. In game 2, Ursaluna got off too much damage early on. Got the KO on the Galate, which was his best attacker. So we're going to see the Bronzong Indeedee this time. Ooh, that's a very support lead coming up. It will be Staraptor Indeedee, so both players switching it up. We haven't seen Inkjet's Indeedee come out quite yet. Does he have Trick Room? If he does, then it will be a mind game for both players to see who decides to get Trick Room up. Or do we see three Pokemon press Trick Room? But no, likely only going to see 2 because of the Staraptor getting a Gambit KO on something this time. Yeah, we don't see both Psychic Seeds go off, so confirming Jing to be the slower Indeedee, if not a speed type. But being the hard Trick Room team, I think Jing's likely the slower one. Yeah, Staraptor has his choice of who to Gambit. Ah, you do see, Indeedee does carry the Imprison Trick Room, so that is one option. So Jing goes for the Follow Me. Maybe walking into this though. So Gambit into the Follow Me. Will be a 1-for-1 trade. But if Bronzong goes for Trick Room, it's going to be Imprisoned. We're going to see Indeedee go first. So you will see the Imprison go off first, but it remains to see what Bronzong goes for. Iron Defense is probably his best choice, but again, you really expect the Imprison.
What happened now? I couldn't see. What happened?
So blank. Okay, so Bronzong did go iron defense, didn't fall for the imprison. And Zora in a pretty good position. So Bronzong could, I guess, Terra out of the Ghost weakness. So Jing did call the imprisons coming out from the DD. Goes for the iron defense. So now putting up a decent amount of damage. Still can't body press the Zora being part Ghost, of course. But might be able to kill the DD now at +2. Depending on how the DD is trained. But who is going to be the Terror on Xingyang's side? That is the question. Because both are very vulnerable to the Shadow Ball right now. It's going to be Indeedee coming out. It's going to be Indeedee terroring for Ying Kiat actually. Goes for the Fairy Terror Indeedee. Hoping to resist the body press from Xingyang's now +2 Bronzong. As we want to see Terror from Xingyang as well. It's going to be the Bronzong, so fighting, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I suppose you get step on body press. Fair enough. That's as good a reason as any in a mono-type tournament. As helping hand from Castelia. Oh, yeah. I expect to see follow me from Indeedee as well. I mean, even if it doesn't follow me, it doesn't matter. Because you can't body press into the ghost type Zoroark. And Zoroark goes for a very free nasty plot. This body press is not going to kill now that Indeedee does resist it. Even with the step from the Terra. It's going to do half? Yeah, it is at least doing half. So it would have been a KO if he didn't Terra. But now Zoroark... Ooh. Shadow Ball might just KO Bronzong, honestly. Neutral attack, sure, but... And do you even want to follow me is the question? Because what really are you redirecting? I guess even if it gets Gyro Ball maybe? But I don't think Zoroark's that scared of Gyro Ball. But I suppose you're Indeedee, you don't really do anything else. Your attack doesn't do any damage to the Cresselia and Bronzong, so you might as well follow me. Any threats to your Zoroark? Actually, do you get greedy and go for another nasty plot on your Zoroark? Oh, apparently you are. Okay, so he has +4 Zoroark. Now, probably gonna get the KO on the Bronzong with the Shadow Ball. But the Wound Blast into the Indeedee, that's not gonna be enough. Yeah, wasted turn for Cresselia, unfortunately. As Gyro Ball, super effective, will get the KO. So he get down to his last 2, but with a +4 Zoroark, with the Focus Sash still intact. Against likely only one threat, which is the... Honestly, being immune to the body press is such a big deal, this scenario. Especially since Asuluna is probably faster than the Bronzong. So he's pretty easy targets here. He just needs to Shadow Ball the Bronzong with the +4 Zoroark and Blood Moon into the Cresselia. Cresselia should survive though, with no Terra access for the Asuluna, and without the Throat Spray boost activating quite yet. But I'm not so sure what Cresselia can do at this point. You have Trick Room, sure. Can your last one carry the game? Shadow Ball from +4 Zoroark into the Bronzong. This should be enough. Oh my goodness, it's not enough! Wound Blast into the Zoroark. You doubled, right? It's a special deck drop. Okay. Blood Moon into... Yeah, okay, into the Bronzong. Okay, he didn't take any gambles there. Gets the KO on what was probably a Trick Rooming. Or maybe not. He probably just went for the Body Press into the Asuluna. But gets the KO. Crucially, if you let the Body Press go off, that might have KO'd the Asuluna. So probably Hatterene at the back. Oh, it's going to be Galliot. Okay, Galliot we saw is faster than the Asuluna. But Galliot also cannot take the Shadow Ball. It is weak to Shadow Ball from the Zoroark. And if it is a soft vest that it can't protect either. So this should be... I think should be able to close this one out. Barring some strange turn of events. Because now with Xingyang no longer having the Terra access, his Galliot is stuck in the Ghost weakness. No way he can survive a Shadow Ball at +3 from the Zoroark, who again still has his Focus Sash, an added layer of security for Xingyang. So Shadow Ball into the Galliot, this should KO. It's super effective. Yeah, he's gonna get the KO. And Crest on his own can't carry the game. So probably Assault Vest since it didn't seem to have the option to protect. And yeah, went for the Lunar Blessing and try and save the partner as Hyper Voice. But at this point, Shadow Ball into the Crystal will close this game out. So Inkiat moves on 3-0. Pretty much guaranteed cut today. Jing falls 2-1. So Inkiat saving the Imprisoned Trick Room all the way until game 3 for maximum effect. Congratulations to Inkiat, moves on 3-0 with a mono normal team. And Jing still at 2-1. So well played both players. And towards the end, yeah, we saw just a tough position to be in as a Trick Room team when you can't reliably guarantee to outspeed everything after Trick Room goes up. Goes up a saloon on your opponent's team. So well played to Inkiat, and we will see you all for round 4.